Shout out to G-Man Boxing.
Alright, people. It's a weird one, this. It is 2021. Potentially this year, we may see a fight that 6-7 years ago I would have loved to have seen. I think the majority of fight fans would have loved to have seen it. Amir Khan versus Kell Brook. That fight seemed dead in the water. It really did. It seemed completely gone. It just seemed like we were never ever going to see that fight. But now there's talk that it may actually happen. And to be honest, why not? Seriously, why not? Because at the end of the day, would it have been better to see both guys in their primes? For Kell Brook's 147 pound title back when he had it? Of course it would have. 2014, 2015, that was definitely peak Brook. Peak Khan, maybe not peak Khan, but if you're talking about prime Amir Khan to Amir Khan on the slide, it was literally like, there's prime, there's slightly, it wasn't much of a decline, it has to be said, it wasn't. So that would have been a great fight. I think if they'd met in their primes, Kell Brook would have won. I think he would have walked Amir Khan onto a right hand. I think Amir Khan's always struggled with the orthodox stance, with right hand shots thrown from that stance. He seems to be better at evading the southpaw left than he does the orthodox right. Just something that I've noticed with Amir Khan. Even Chris Algieri, he was able to land right hands on Amir Khan. I always look at Amir Khan and I just think the southpaw left, you seem to be able to take that punch away, but the orthodox right, you seem to struggle with that. Which is strange. Normally you think it's the other way around, but no, Amir Khan seems to be able to take the left hand good, take that away, but the orthodox right he struggles with. So I think Kell Brook would have walked him onto something. But that was then. This is now. Some people are saying they don't care, they don't want to see it. I'll be frank, right? I do. I don't mind. In my head, I've been going back and forth over the last few, the last year about that fight. Whenever it's been mentioned, I've been like, I don't care. But the more I think about it now, it's like, do you know what? Both guys are well and truly past it. Are either going to do anything at welterweight or 154 in Kell Brook's case? No, they're not. Kell Brook, he looked gone, shot, finished against Bud Crawford. Amir Khan hasn't fought in 2 years, and when he did fight, it was a win. It was a win against Billy Dib. And Billy Dib, former world champion, at lightweight. I don't even think he ever won it. Did he win it at lightweight? I know he won it at 130, but I don't know if he ever won a world title at lightweight. If he did, he didn't win it. He didn't hold it long. He shouldn't have been in there with Amir Khan. So both guys have seen much better days. At the end of the day, Amir Khan, if he was to go in against an up-and-coming prospect, if you put him in there with Boot Dennis, how do you see that fight going really for Amir Khan? He won't make as much money, and he will get knocked out badly against Boot Dennis. Same against Virgil Ortiz. Put him in there at world level against the Spence, against the Porter, same thing. And likewise Kell Brook. If he can go down to 147, would I pick him over Boot Dennis? No. Would I pick him over Virgil Ortiz? No. He'd have a tough time against someone like, he has tough time against most, to be honest with you, when I think of names. But would I pick him at the top level? No. And if he goes to 154 pounds, even worse. Brian Castano, Charlo, maybe he'd have a. Would I even pick him against Hurd? Hard to say. But at this stage, both guys are. I probably wouldn't pick him against Hurd, to be fair. But both guys have seen much better days. It has to be said. That fight would still sell. I think at one stage it could have done a big stadium. We're talking about Wembley. Wouldn't have done the AJ numbers, but it would have done good numbers nonetheless. They could still probably get that fight in a stadium. Maybe Bramall Lane or Sheffield. Amir Khan's from Bolton. Would they do it? They'd probably do it in Bramall Lane, to be fair. It would be probably open to promoters because Amir Khan is not with Eddie Hearn. Kell Brook had a bit of a fallout with Eddie Hearn about the Crawford fight not being on Sky, and I don't know if that's patched up. He was at Fight Camp. Alright, he was at Fight Camp supporting Kid Galahad. He could have just been a Fight Camp supporting Kid Galahad. Whether him and Eddie Hearn spoke, I don't know. I'd imagine they did, because at the end of the day, they did seem to have a decent relationship at one point, Kell Brook and Eddie Hearn. They did. Kell Brook was one of the original Matchroom guys. When it was brought through, it was like Tommy Coyle, Carl Froch, Kell Brook, was there really anyone? I know Frampton was one of the early signs with Matchroom before he went on his own way. So he was kind of one of the first guys there with Eddie Hearn. So I'm sure there is that little something there between both guys. Maybe they might not be as close as they once were, but I'm sure there is still that little bit of closeness there. So I wonder what Eddie Hearn put a bid in for that. Honestly, when you have two guys who are equally on the decline, that can lead to a good fight. Seriously. You know, at the end of the day, there's entertainment to be had at all levels of boxing. There is. You look at Alan Babbage. Is Alan Babbage going to cut it at world level? No. In my opinion, Alan Babbage will get knocked out sooner or later. You know, he might even, it might be in a, God knows when, but he is asking for trouble with his style. Does that mean I don't enjoy watching Alan Babbage? Hell no. I love watching Alan Babbage. He is one of my favourite heavyweights to watch. Gladly watch Alan Babbage. Is he the best in his division? No. Far from it. But does that mean I'm not going to watch him? Of course not. There's entertainment at all levels in boxing. You can have great dust-ups in an area level fight. You have great dust-ups in English level fights. You can have absolute stinkers for a European title, which theoretically is better. You know, there's entertainment at all levels of boxing. When you have two guys who are equally on the decline, could make for an entertaining fight. You know, I used to say that Amir Khan's chin was, Jesus, as about as useful as, you know, a £2 note. You know, you had as much confidence in Amir Khan's chin holding as you would in a bulimic model holding their lunch, basically. That's how much faith you'd have in Amir Khan's chin. Could Kell Brook crack it even now? Hell yeah, if he lands. Saying that, Kell Brook's chin seems to be on the slide because Brook was hurt noticeably and very easily against Terence Crawford. So I think both guys, in terms of physically, mentally, maybe they might be wondering, can the body hold up? Every aspect, they seem to be just kind of gone. But they'd be equal in their decline. So therefore, this fight could bring some entertainment. You know, it genuinely could. And I personally don't mind seeing it. Will I pay for it? Well, if it's on the zone, I won't have to. Theoretical subscription. Would I pay for it if it was on Sky? I probably would go the old S-Team. You know what that means? But saying that, I'd definitely watch it. I'd sure as hell watch it. If the undercard was good, you know, who knows? And I'm sure they would get some good fighters in the undercard, definitely. But I think it's still an entertaining fight. If I had to pick a winner, if it happens, and believe you me, it could, at the end of the day, what do both guys have to lose? What do they have to lose? They'll get good money for it. You know, I'm sure it'll draw a good crowd. Why not? You know, I'd watch it. In terms of who I think would win, I always felt Kell Brook would win this fight. I'm not so sure now, because I think Amir Khan still has decent speed. He's dangerous early. Kell Brook, is his punch resistance gone completely? There's a few questions there. Honestly, if you want my opinion who I think will win the fight, would they do it at 147 or would it be at a catchweight at 150? If it's a catchweight at 150, favours Kell Brook. If it's at 147, favours Amir Khan. If I had to pick a winner in that fight, I would lean slightly, maybe 45-55 to Kell Brook. I have more faith in his chin than Amir Khan's. But it's a competitive fight. It's a good fight. Both guys are seen better days, yeah, but so what? If we put them both in the ring, they can have an entertaining fight. I want to be entertained. You know, there's entertainment, as I've said several times, at all levels. As I said about Alan Babbage, is he the best heavyweight in the world? Hell no. Not even close. But does that mean I don't enjoy watching him? No, I love watching him. Love watching Alan Babbage. There's a lot of fighters I like watching, who I know myself won't set the world alight. But does that mean does that mean I don't enjoy watching them? No, of course not. I'll watch them, definitely. You know? So that's my thoughts on that. For now, I'll leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, you could just smash the like button, subscribe of course, hit the notification bell, it's all up there. What I will say is, I want to know what your thoughts in the comment section are. Do you care? Do you want to see it? Do you believe, and look, I'm not going to lie, I wish we'd seen this fight 6-7 years ago. Would have been, both guys, their peaks would have been better. But still, I'll watch it now. Do you think that that was really when, after it didn't happen in, say, 2015 and Khan went to fight Alvarez, do you think at that point it was just a case of, no, I don't even want to know? Do you think that was kind of when you lost interest? Let me know in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, if you did, smash the like button. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. For now, lads and lassies, I'll talk to you. Peace.